Hello Lefty Wannabes and welcome to my channel, Right Left Hand. It is day 355. Let's get started. We're in week 51, so we will continue writing the date, the day, the sentence, both upper and lowercase 2 times, quote both upper and lowercase 2 times, increasing numbers and symbols. And the sentence is, the 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. Again, we're writing that because it's a pangram containing all the letters of the alphabet, and we want to practice those letters in a variety of ways. And the quote is, Plato is dear to me, but dearer still is truth, by Aristotle. Let's go ahead and get started. As per usual, we're going to write the day over in the left-hand margin. Day 355. It is December 21st. st 2017. And it is Thursday. And we'll go ahead and get started with our first sentence. So the 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. And, we're on the downhill slide of our week. Just today, Friday, tomorrow, and then Saturday. So, and then we will be starting week 52 and Christmas Eve. So it'll be kind of a double whammy kind of thing. So it's always cool to see how our progress in days matches up with the, calendar events. Like about halfway through the year was 4th of July, so it was cool to see that, how that matched up. And then New Year's, obviously, is the end of this series as far as this year goes. And then some other times, I guess, like Easter and Thanksgiving are kind of a little over a quarter and then a little over 3/4 of the way through. So, it's like cool things to see that match up. All these different kind of holidays. And then Christmas is like right before we're done. So we'll see what it's like next year. Depends on how many days I end up doing this per week. Because I don't think I'm going to do this every single day. Because now we have a solid body of knowledge, backlog of videos, like there'll be over 300 videos for people to watch if they want to have a little lesson plan. So we'll see how it goes. All right, now that we finished the sentence, we're going to move on to the quote, which is, Plato is dear to me, but dearer still is truth, by Aristotle. And so that is going to be right here. And so, I finally looked it up to see the relationship between all these different philosophers. So Socrates was the teacher of Plato, and Plato was the teacher of Aristotle. So that's how this all works out. And there's always a reason for me choosing these quotes. And I chose this one because, it's kind of cool to see Aristotle's love for the truth and his focus on that. Excuse me. But also his love and affection for his teacher, Plato. The love and affection that Aristotle had for his teacher, Plato. Let me be clear about that. And so, you know, it's hopefully we have these kind of relationships with our teachers or our mentors that, you know, we respect them, we like them, we think of them fondly, and the human connection is there, but maybe the subject in which you guys share, like literature, you know, or history, has a much more richness to it. And so you can really find beauty in that as well, not just through your teacher or your mentor, but through the subject that they're teaching you. Yeah, that's a little weird. I wrote some of those letters a little bit smaller, but it's okay. We'll move on to the next iteration of this sentence. You know, I haven't written Plato and Aristotle in the same day for a while, except for when I messed up that one time and misquoted Aristotle and accredited to Plato, but then I scratched out his name so that I wasn't promulgating false truths or falsehoods, because I guess it wouldn't be a false truth. Doesn't really make sense. That's okay. Finally, we'll finish off these quotes with the uppercase of this quote. I want to make sure that I write it well, because that earlier time up here, you can see that I wrote some things a little bit smaller and not, you know, necessarily good scale. So I want to make sure that I do it well this time around. Just spend a little more time on it so that I get it right. But dear still is truth. Yep, and because I wrote them all in a good size, I'm gonna have to write Aristotle's name below all that. Which, not really a problem, but just, it's not symmetrical, so whatever, that shouldn't be a big problem. Anyways, we'll go ahead and move on to the numbers. We left off on 2,680 last time, so we'll go 2,681 all the way up to 2,700. And I want to make sure that I get this right, because, what was it, 2 days ago now or something? I messed up and switched the numbers around. So instead of doing 2,640, I did 2,460. So I don't want to make that mistake again, because it was, you know, hard to kind of cover up. It just made things look really messy. So yeah. And it looks like I've been writing these numbers small enough so that, you know, I can fit them all on here, all on the line. So maybe I'll want to start writing them a little bit bigger, or maybe put a little more space in between the individual numbers. And we'll see. But I'm still going here. Not quite done. Because I've got a few numbers left, and then the symbols to finish out on. And finally, 2,700. All right, now we'll go ahead and move on to the symbols, and then we'll call it a day. So these are pretty simple symbols. Just, you know, I've been doing them for a long time now, so should be pretty good at them. And get them down so that we can go enjoy the rest of our day. which hopefully is enjoyable. So yeah. All right, nearly done. And there you have it. Day 355. Thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow and every day to practice with me. Alrighty, goodbye.